Hello, everybody. MandaLynn here. We are not at the landing today. This is a spontaneous, unexpected message, not from the Oversoul. This is something that, as a healer and an evolving being, I am led to share. First of all, thank you everybody for joining me. Welcome back. Don't forget that like button, that share button, that subscribe button. Okay, that's out of the way. All of those who have been giving so much encouragement, the confirmation, just connecting, especially down in the comments. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much that means to me. Getting on with today's message, as I said, this was not a planned message and not one that I expected to do. And it was kind of triggered a chain of events by being pinched this morning. You'll see I do have my green on now. Okay, it says support your local campground. But that pinch set off a chain of events that, wow, let me just get into the message and you will understand. Traumas are such an effective catalyst. The earliest traumas can be the deepest and also the hardest to discover. One of my deepest hurts, when the person who is supposed to protect you doesn't. And then further than that, they have a cruel streak. The person who should love and cherish you ridicules and humiliates you. Then they underline it by withholding all of their love and approval from you. Referring to astrology, Chiron in Aries is themed on, do I even have a right to be here? And in retrograde, it's magnified. I am Chiron in Aries 3 degrees retrograde. So of course I had a father that reinforced that theme. And on top of that, I just found out that I was traumatized at birth by the cutting of my cord. Thanks, Drew, as if my birth, death, and birth wasn't traumatic enough. So why is this coming up now? Gosh, there's so many reasons. Drew's book has activated a lot in me. Energies, the shift, planetary alignments. The life that I experienced with this foundation of trauma has been tough. I actually remember surrendering to those traumas and accepting them as a definition of my experience and surrendering my power. Now, with all of the healing that I've done, I see these traumas as a building block of strength and compassion and awakening. And to take it a step further, seeing these traumas and experiencing such a powerful awakening and healing. What great task could require such deep pain? And why me? Can I even do it? So let's get back to the do I have a right to be here theme. Chiron and Aries, retrograde, another great awakening. I did this. So damn right I have a right to be here. As a matter of fact, I co-created here. Do you realize who I am? Because now I realize who I am. And cue the headache, the tight chest, and the nausea. Are we having fun yet? So with all that going on this morning, my absolutely wonderful best friend, Sister Joyce, called me right about the time that I was hitting these thoughts. And she pointed out that I am healing this specific trauma for the collective also. By the way, thanks for that, Joyce. My first thought was, why am I having to be responsible for healing others? Why can't I just worry about my own? The answer came very quickly. Because I can. So once I get through this, I've achieved one of the most important objectives of this incarnation and cycle. And because it includes collective healing, I guess that's why I'm obliged to share it. And I'm not all that comfortable with it, but I'm going to do my best. So let's go where this started. My birth was so very traumatic. There was a problem with the blood. And then they ripped me from the womb. I was a C-section. They cut my cord, my connection to the divine presence. And they took me from the sanctuary of my mother. I didn't even get to meet my mother. So I was already in pain from the illness. And then they were poking me with needles, and they gave me penicillin, which I'm allergic to. And they gave me no love and no comfort. I was alone. Completely alone. No presence of love could be detected at all. I need to point out here that the transit of the soul through birth is very complicated to describe, so I won't go into it now. But we are creatures of love. And as a creature of love, I felt panic at the total absence of love and comfort. And I thought I had to return. I've got to return. So I died. Just like that. But when they cut that umbilical cord, they tethered me to the density. So as I tried to retreat from the fear and the pain and just the coldness, all of a sudden I felt the most comforting warmness. And as I opened my eyes, I didn't see the harsh surgical lights, but I saw a vibrant, warm, glowing, bright light. And it felt familiar and comforting and safe. And then it spoke. Why are you running away? And I answered, because it's cold and it hurts. I don't belong here. I don't want to be here. And again, and the light responded, you agreed to come here. Remember what I taught you. Go to the place beyond the pain. In that very moment, a part of my soul remembered and recognized this light as Archangel Michael. I was calmed a bit, but still in crisis. I can't. Yes, you can. I will always be with you, I promise. Okay, don't leave. And then the blue light pulsed, and it intensified, and it seemed to engulf all of creation. And here I am. Hey everybody, I decided to break this up into 2 parts because it was so long. So I'm going to cut the story off here, and I will be uploading part 2 very soon after. So thanks for joining me this round, and keep your eyes peeled for part 2. Stay blessed.